This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of hotel. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. On the big mark. See how it's looking like this here, and that's small one. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. The beginner, see the beginner. Okay, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of the Kenya, and they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk, and I'm going to be one in the sidewalk if I ought to. Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Public. I want to thank all of you again tonight for joining us. We say thank you very much. We appreciate all of you. All we ask you to do tonight again for us is to share this video, share it to as many brothers and sisters as possible. It is very important that you do so. Please, please share this video as much as possible. Give us a minute here, please. Again, we want to thank you very much. Please share this video, share it to as many people as possible, because we like for our brothers and sisters to join us and have conversation with us here as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate all of you. Again, safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening for bringing us together. My Lord, we ask that you continue to bless us, give us long life. We thank you, my Lord, for things yet to come because we believe in you and we know you're going to give it to us. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for everything. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. We ask, my Lord, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Whatever he touches, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. Thank you for that. Thank you. We ask that the whole country be blessed as well. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, let's go ahead. I'm going to immediately jump into this tabata here that's been going on. I said it last night, I will say again. These are things that we when I don't know. I really don't know as to whether we Liberians just don't understand that whatever we do, it's very important that we hold ourselves and hold whatever piece it is, hold it together as people of the Republic of Liberia. It's very important we do so. It's very important we do so. We cannot continue to believe and do things that are not right. Okay? So we have these two young men, two beautiful, beautiful sons of Liberia. That I love that. I mean, I really, really like that because these are not your Samson Toe from Toe Town. These are highly educated young people. Highly educated. These are people who are capable of leading the country. The CSA director and Senator Corner, I believe they have the ability to lead us.
And I won't hesitate to vote for any of them to lead us because they're very smart and they know exactly what they want for the country. But I'm a little bit not disappointed because you don't expect people to be 100% correct all of the times. But what make you a man? What make you a sincere person is to be transparent and to be sincere and to take responsibilities of your own. You cannot say, "Well, I have, yeah, I'm empowered or whatever. I do whatever." No, that will not work. There's a situation back and forth between Senator Cornyn and our brother, the CSA director Josiah Joker. I believe perhaps must have been got carried away with the political activities that he was around. He served at the will and pleasure of the president. We all know that. So if the old man said, even if I was dead, the old man said, "Can't go with me," I will go. But once that happens, once you know your emotions, because we believe the older person dictating to us. That's our culture. We don't do anything besides that. You can't say no to somebody who is older enough to be your father. You can't say no. Besides serving on the president, cabinet, whatever you want to call it, it's a political appointee. He knows the rule. He knows the law. So I'm not speaking about that. My thing is someone that we all regard as highly educated, someone we all regard somebody mean well for Liberia. To unable to be something, he's very much unable to take responsibility of his action. That is wrong. That is wrong. Your brother pointed out to you, and he clearly stated, he said, we're going to be leader of the future. We have to be sincere. We have to be transparent. And we must obey the rules. So to have the CSA director to strongly defend that policy, which was duly, that activities which was very wrong, it's unacceptable. I still regard him as a decent human being. I still regard him as someone who most likely, hopefully, will be part of the Liberian future leadership group. Because with people like Josiah Joker and people like Amar Conan, we put Liberia in there, we're fine. We're fine. We will be fine. They're not going to eliminate corruption, so I'm not even talking about that. But let's read what this young man said about uh, his. So there's a video that you can see clearly where he has gone out to celebrate with Tom Fowler. Okay, and this is what he said here. What's wrong with stuff? He says here the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, Dr. Josiah F. Yoka Jr., in his capacity as chairman of the Health and Public Service Network of Africa, will convene the chair high. Okay, is that it? No, I'm in a different. I'm in a no wonder why I can't get it. No wonder why I can't get it. But you guys know what I'm trying to get at. Let me see if I can find that. Okay. Okay. This is what I. But why am I getting this type of stuff? Okay. Okay. Let me see. Give me a minute, because it's very important that I read those things. Okay, I'm not just gonna let it slide. Let's read what his response was. Okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, I think. Okay, all right. I can't find it, but basically, his first response to Amara question his involvement based on code of conduct, he came out swinging. And in his defense, according to him, that the situation with the previous group that were fired because they did the similar situation was that he was a presidential appointee, where at the other group were tenure position. And therefore, as a presidential appointee, this code of conduct issue does not apply to him. Pretty much, that was his defense. And I thought to myself, the good doctor cannot be serious. That's intellectually dishonest. When I come out to use that word most of the time, I don't mean to disparage anyone. I don't mean to degrade anyone. But what my intent and the purpose of using that, go evening, Moses, thank you for joining us. My intent and the purpose of using that is this. You know what it is. You have read it and you have analyzed it as an intellectual and you clearly understood it. But you're giving a different answer and a different interpretation, which you know very well does not lay over one another. Then not only are you dishonest, but you're intellectually being dishonest. Because you are using your intellectual level, your ability to dissuade, your ability to influence the understanding of certain language of our brothers and sisters. That is intellectual dishonesty, to be honest with you. And I thought this young man to be a boss of CSA, for me, highly educated and respected. I still respect him. But I think President Bakan probably need to tell this young man to go and clean it up. I don't care how you do it, clean it up. It does, sometimes it's just like wearing clothes. You wear certain clothes that don't match your character. And you wonder why people are looking at you. This type of response does not match Dr. Yoga character as a lame person. Unacceptable. Young people are looking up to you. And you're going to give a flimsy, where Amala Mame used to call pedestrian answer, or pedestrian definition, elementary definition, not even elementary, unacceptable, dishonest. And if he doesn't clean it up, it's going to cause him serious problem. Because President Waka is not going to back that. So he need to own it. He need to come out and clean it up. It's not too late. It's not late yet. You can't look at something that every one of us been crying about. Even you yourself have cried about. That only if Liberian leaders and Liberian politicians, whoever involved can just follow the code of conduct, we will be fine. There's nothing in Liberia. Corruption, we have it on the book, how to deal with it. Anything you can think about, violation of anything in society, we have something on the book to deal with it. Nothing. Nothing that we have not given definition of. We just intentionally violate this rule because many of us don't like to read anyway. So this young man, for him to come out and defend the kinds of defense he had, is unacceptable. You people know Amara Conan myself. We don't get it. I don't know him. I mean, I know him. Hopefully he knows me, but we don't get along well. But not that we have had any kind of exchange. I like him a lot. A young man who, when they did good for himself and the country, what is there to hate it? I love him. I like him. I just don't like sometimes his policy. That's all. He's a senator now. So for him now to say, look, what is this? Is it a double standard? He's within his right. People are arguing he's a senator. What is this? What is it? He's part of the check and balance. Dodo. If you don't understand, American work is a check and balance to the executive. If you don't understand that, if they don't do their work, then what do you say? Then what do you say? If they don't do their work. So this young man is completely out of order. He must. And you know, I'm not calling them the smelling blood. And you see, this is what we're talking about: weak opposition, weak opposition, and we'll continue to soak them. You would think they would get on the bandwagon of American and bring this thing all the way up to whatever it is, bazooka all over the place. No, they'll be quiet. They're waiting to see who sell rice and who ate rice money. That all they're waiting for before they will talk. This is the kinds of thing opposition that you need to get on with. So code of conduct. And the only reason why the opposition will not be involved with it because they themselves have violated and they themselves will violate the same thing tomorrow. So they really don't care. Why do we put it on the book? Why do we write these things? Who are we? These are the kind of time. This is the time that I ask, who are we? Are we just bluffing boys? You know, back in the late 70s, they used to have a guy they call him bullshitter, dress nice, play fungo, you know, bullshitter. But what does he do? He sells liquor. Truck going all over the country selling liquor. But he dresses well. We have another one. David Livingstone, I believe his name was. Big guy. Good looking. When I eat, because he used to be for Barrow. When I eat Barrow ready, when the men finish dressing, I eat people start crying. Before they knew that he couldn't even kick the lamb. Then he moved on to national to Lone Star. When foreigner come to play like bro, when he finished dressing on the bench, the people say, "Hey, they we like they kill us. We usually play the foreigner, you know, your usual foreigner, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria. Hey, like for they kill us today. Look at the men that on the bench. Fast cent he can't do. But when he finished warming up, during warming time, warm up time, when David finished moving the ball, the people start crying. But he can't play. So when they want to play him, the people score against her. Then they say, we make mistake. We should have waited until almost to the end to score the goal. Now they come and bring their best guy on the field now to dominate the whole game. 2 goals. Oh, America, okay, like brother, they play the game with us. 3 goals, no Livingstone. That's bluffing boy. The CSA director need to do better than this. Some of us that do these platforms and run our mouths and things like that, it is because of people like the CIA boss give us the hope of the future of the Republic of Liberia. Give us the hope to be able to run our mouths here every day because we believe people like that, they will be able to carry on the activities of the country to move forward. Little stuff like this, and you are unable to confess. You are unable to take responsibility. You're making flimsy excuses that don't even worth your high school diploma. What's wrong with you, Mr. CIS boss? You're leading thousands of Liberians, and you're going to justify that you are a presidential appointee, and therefore code of conduct doesn't apply to you. What's this? What is this? What is this? Why are we not able to understand? There's a saying here in America, you have to know when you know you don't know. That's me. I have the ability to know when I know I don't know. I tell you, I don't know. I don't know can kill you. It saves you a lot of headache than to pretend you know when you know you don't know. I'll give you an example. I don't care. I'll call name. We have a gentleman in the Jida community here. My cousin became president back at I think 2000, or was it 2009 or something like that? Became president of Grand Jida Association, and the election was very much contentious. The election was almost like a war. My sister won the election against former President Glay. Glay and his people refused to accept the result. That they believed they were cheated, and they wanted to make sure that they do everything possible to make sure this government, a Malakana government, be weakened in the Grand Jida Association. So I was part of Ghana government. I was the what do you call it, the committee chairman of the education committee. I was chairman, and the president decided, Madam Callan decided to go visit Liberia and meet with Madam Salif. So when they went to Liberia, Glay and his people, I mean, if you look on Glay team, some smart Grangians, they were they're not something to sneeze out. Those people, they were smart. They wrote the president of the Republic that these people coming with, they're fake. I'm paraphrasing. They are fake. So we needed to respond. Malam Kana has a vice president called Bo Yune. Smart guy too. Very, very smart, very intelligent. He called us, Ramsey Wright and myself, and said, at that time he was in school. He said, I'm in school right now and we're having an exam and what have you, blah, blah, blah. I won't be able to respond. Could you guys respond for me? So we did. And I take the lead. So we responded. So Glay and his Tabata, his people Tabata calling my cousin a fake president coming to Liberia. We responded. They didn't stop there. They said, whoa, 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 whoa. Who is Samson told to respond on behalf of the president? We have vice president here. We got secretary. Who is Samson told? He's just a mere committee chairperson. Why is he responding? They took me to the board. So when they took me to the board, like I said, to be some very smart Grangians, they're still smart. They took me to the board with smart people. We had a board meeting. They called me to the meeting. So when they called me to the meeting, I was expecting the vice president, board unit, to back me up because he gave us the go ahead and do what we did. I didn't just get up and overthrow. Of course, I'm a crime and overthrow, but that what we do, we're very good at that. I didn't just get up and overthrow. He gave us the permission. So we went to the meeting. The call board unit. I explained myself, the call board unit. That you get, he said, no, I don't get the people anything. I don't tell them to do anything. Ramsey and myself were perplexed. I mean, completely confused that night. Well, I'm a liberal. Hey, what you do to me? Nothing. I said, oh, boy, you know, now how you do it? Okay. What's the best thing to do at that point? To say no, to argue with Bo Unit, to say no, his word against ours? Yeah, there was nothing written to say he gave us a written permission. So he decided to utilize that process. The fact there was no written permission. Up to this point, whenever Bo Unit, I'm just saying that I don't hate him. But whenever Bo Unit and I get somewhere, he says something, I will make sure I read the sky to make sure what he's saying that is under the sun. That's how people. That's how you do. But anyway, I told Ramsey we have no case, so I took full responsibility. There was a conversation about expel me from the association because I took on authority that didn't even assign to me, and I tried to circumvent the grand. And but remind you now, I am one of the original drafter of the Grand Unity Association Constitution, so I am quite aware of some of the things they were saying, which were quite correct. But I did it because I was given a permission by the vice president, and the vice president said no, he didn't. So I said, okay, what's the worst possible thing that's going to happen to me? Fall down and die, and I'm not going to die because of Grand Unity Association. So I took full responsibility. And the courage that I took, some of the people right now, they're still serving on the board. I'm not going to call names now because they're dead, so I will leave that one alone. Some of the people, the fight they saw, the courage that it took me to say that I take full responsibility. I am guilty. Whatever it is that you're charging, I am guilty. I put myself at your mercy. So they said, okay, can you step aside? We'll call you later. So I got off the phone. They called me back. And some of the people outrightly said, was surprised, Mr. Toll, for you to be this much transparent. And because you took full responsibility of your action, we, the board, have decided to do nothing. But we ask, be careful next time. I didn't fight with board unit on that. I didn't go around say board unit did this, they did. Of course, I didn't. After that, I told the entire world, I'm telling you again, the entire world, that board unit was lying. He's a liar. I don't want to be bothered with him. I told him that. I told him his face over and over. Because you don't treat people like that. It's unacceptable. I'm talking about almost at that time, my 16-year-old son was 2009. That's when you were born. So it's been a long time. I have nothing in my mind at this point what I want, but the idea. But the main thing, the reason why I brought this up here is this: if you know you're wrong, and there's nothing else you can for accuracy sat there with the people, what they will do to me. So say you no longer grant you that association member. I say, okay, they've not paying my bill. If anything, I contribute more. I'm the Grand Unity Association engineer. I've done more work for them than they have given me back. So what they will say to me that will move me. And they say, you're not a member of Grand Unity Association again. I say, okay. Some of the people that they myself we started with running around with Grand Unity Association, they don't even able to move again. Their feet, their knee, they can't even move. I'm still moving. I'm still helping. So what they would say? But it wasn't about me. It wasn't about that. Not that if I was expelled, that it was going to break me. No. But it's an institution. And the institution, the board of directors of Grand Unity Association that were elected, board members were elected. They said, Samson told you have violated the rules and point the rules out from the Constitution, which I am one of the original drafters of that Constitution. And they say you violated it. What choice do I have? I put myself at their mercy. They say I'm guilty. That is how you handle this type of stuff. Josiah Joker. You can't come out and try to defend it. There's nothing here to defend. The code of conduct could say correctly that you, as a presidential appointee, you yourself told us that. And you're going to come back and say, no, you know, the many and that. No, he has the right. Dr. Josiah Joker, you have to go back and make amends. If I were President Baka, I would demand that you go back, not necessarily to apologize. We can't go on the apology street moving from here and there, apologizing every day. No. But these things cannot be like this. Dr. Josiah Joker, people look up to you to be the future leader of the Republic of Liberia. Is that how you're gonna lead? If thing goes wrong, you're gonna hide under the rock? Unacceptable. Be a man. You are a man anyway. What are they going to do to you? If they fire you, you don't think you can survive? It's Liberia's job. It's the only job you can have in the whole world. You have educated yourself. You're highly educated. You're very trained in whatever area you're trained. You have the ability to go any part of the world and make living. Be a man and tell them, I am. And let's see what they're going to say to you. They suspend you, so what? They fire you, so what? But these are things that make people in the corridor, your friends, in your scene circle, have no respect for you if you do these kinds of stuff. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Folks, Samson told La Republic, give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute here. When you see me doing that, then my son, myself making flour. But anyhow, let me move on. Let me move on. So let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I know many of you have already read Armo what's this the CSA boss. Many of you have read his stuff, but let's read this here. Let's read this here. This is a code of conduct. Okay. They said they have an amended one now, but I'm still reading this thing here. Okay. So this is part 5, political participation. Okay. It says, look at this, guys. Look at this. Okay. It says, all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not, appointee shall not. They ain't say maybe. They ain't say who know you. They say all. In fact, I will be ridiculous and say anybody who president shake their hand, you shouldn't violate the code of conduct. Anybody who President Baka know their name, you shouldn't violate the code of conduct. I will be ridiculous to say that. Shall not engage in political activities, canvass, or contest for elected office. What did he do? Let's set the stage. What did he do? I'm just going to read A. But what did he do, folks? What did he do that brought him to my desk this afternoon or this evening? I told you guys, Tomo Farah is a sedition. He will not be trusted in Unity Party. That one, you know that one. Even in Lofa Country, the Unity Party, Lofa Country, Unity Party don't even trust Tomo Farah. And these are some of the reasons. These are some of the reasons. First of all, what is your intent? When President Baka won the election, we needed you. We need you to come and form some exotic, whatever it is, that you're exotic political, something that what President Baka waiting for to win election. President Baka, when he won the election, he has not done anything for the Republic of Liberia. President Baka has done more, build roads, infrastructure, and then you're going to come with a whatever it is you put together over there, that you get good people to get in trouble, good people to get in trouble. So far, a situation part a different thing, trying to expose the ills in the society, which is good, but not like that. So Tomo Farah decided, apparently he believed, Tomo Farah, the liberal is here. Rescue 2 is here. You think the president is not going to win re-election? The man won the election. He never did anything. He said you were borrowing more bank money, you were living on borrowed money, and he won the election. Now that he's been in power and he will be in power for say, Tomo Farah, we don't need you. Go sit down. We don't need you. Run your own campaign. We don't trust you. We don't trust you. And we will not trust you politically now. Politically. You're a human being. You're a decent human being. You're son of Liberia. But politically, we don't trust you. So don't come pour the kind of thing out of you. You want to for people to come and eat free tobacco to your plate. Just call them, they will eat. But can't pour the kind of thing and get people children in yeah, literally here is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to be fun to be honest with you. What do you think? Oh, my loafer suit I got on. Hmm? But let's go on. Let's go. So what did he do, by the way? So Thomas Farah decided he believes that he's now going to, I don't know whether that loafer club that he putting together to back President Obama. I'm from Grand Union County, Totem, by the way, and I support this president. People accuse me of coming from the Southeast and not supporting Southeast. No, it has nothing to do with it. Somebody who will lift Liberia up, that's who I care for. You can come from Totem, you can even come from the Toe Quarter. If I see, your policy, not you as an individual, but your policy cannot uplift Liberia, I'm not behind you. I'm with a policy that gonna uplift Liberia. Tell me, Father, what exactly you putting together here? Is it a support a booster club? We don't need it. We don't need your booster club. President Baka, if he seek re-election, he will win easily. Easily. Nobody there to put forth. Nobody. But you, Thomas Father, because you wanted to show some weakness among the strong supporters of this president and among some of the strong workers in this government, you want to show, so, because they are human beings like any other person. The president going, I have to go, honey. And he goes. But I bet you, if you were to put X-ray on Josiah Joker hat, and you read the hat, well, not something he wanted to do. If Josiah Joker knew that he had made a mistake, he won't come to that he truly didn't realize that he was making a mistake. He won't defend it like that, but he knew he made a mistake, and that's why he came swinging. Because in Liberia, you don't just lay down and people walk over you to believe. Whereas truth, it doesn't matter what color you put on it, it will survive. It will survive. It will survive. So Thomas Farah decided to put on this booster club with pink uniform. Is that pink color there? What kind of color? I don't know. But Josiah Joker, and some of the best under this president, more Ali than going to go dancing and things like that. More Ali than over there socializing, on a political gathering. Something more Ali is quite aware of, that these kinds of things people frown on it. They don't pass a smell test. Yeah, you're in power. But this opposition, it's a weak opposition. That one will run over them again. We will beat them like nothing else. They better put themselves together. We will beat them like these are kind of things that is supposed to. If they really advocating for democracy, if they really advocating for the future of the country, if they really advocating for strong institution, this is a time for them. But what we're doing, we're running beyond Timothy Weah, because America selected him as one of the players. So we all, hey, well, he's my son too. I'm very happy. But that is not the same as speaking for the future. Timothy, we have own future. He's a Liberian, but future of the Republic of Liberia. This is what we needed: leaders, opposition leaders, to show their juice. But what do? They me. I'm a tough for you. I'm a tough for you. The only reason why I'm saying here, because I want my little brother to understand integrity matters. It might be Liberia. You might think it's Liberia, that found land where everybody going, that elephant meat, they can go tell whatever. But people like Josiah Joker, people like that, they mean well. And they are people of the future of the country. Because of people like that were sitting down happy every day. But for him to make that kind of blunder, it's something that I thought unacceptable. And I'm hoping, it's not late yet. It's not late yet. The CS's boy, it's not late yet. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. I wish many of these young people would know me. Because I'll tell you, I give you an advice, but I'm not saying utilize it. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. Because there's no reason. Well, yeah, Amar Conan, what he did, that stuff he wrote, it was a launching pad. It was an off ramp for Josiah Joker to truly stand out as a true Liberian. I'm not saying that he's not. Amara Conan was trying to save you, my begin. Amara Conan, that little thing he did, you are trying to save you, my begin. You come out, oh, so oops, my fault, my mistake. I take responsibility. And what they will say again, if you say you take full responsibility, what else they're gonna say to you? But when you come and give these kinds of excuses, I'm bring in Rescue 3 this evening. Folk against Samson too. I don't know what my thing is. Okay. Rescue 3, I'm bringing you in. Okay. So for me, from my perspective, Amar Conan, what he did is to show to his own brother, his friend and brother said, can we do this? You as a CSS boss, who's supposed to be having the code of conduct on the back of your chair. Oh, oops. Honorable Connor, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for pointing it out. I appreciate you. My fault. I shouldn't have been there. But because of some circumstances that I found myself as a young man, we sometimes get carried away, emotionally get carried away. But I promise you and I assure you, these kinds of things will not happen anymore. And you're done. Terry, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Let's hear from you this evening. Tabata, two more here this evening. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, the Tabata is on.
Yeah. No, sometimes these young people, I really like this guy. To be honest with you, if
Yeah,
you look at if you look at President Waka Cabinet and everybody that work with, he's one of those outstanding young men that people you don't have to know him. You will feel proud to know that he's serving under this president. Everybody make mistake. So you own up to it. You take responsibility. And what do I do to you? Not much.
He have been very, very determined. He's one of those guys that have been very active and very serious, at least for the most part. And I was shocked. I didn't even know that he didn't join the Unity Party. I was surprised that from that read up he made, I got to know that he have not joined any party. So that means he support the president
Yeah,
outside of party sentiment.
just like you myself.
Yeah.
The team where we support the president, and I don't care much for the Unity Party and their tabata nonsense they do. But we support this president just like that. But he's very smart.
Yeah,
He's a very
he's smart,
intelligent man. Very, very smart.
but he made a mistake.
He made up, but then say it. Say it. What they will do to you? That like brother, your country. They will not pepper you. The days of pepper in Labrador, in fact, I don't call it, human right will not allow anybody to pepper anybody again anyway.
So now Pepe, you and post on it on you.
So you used to watch me when I used to sing that song for CDC. So need dog with my lawyer. That thing used to piss them off. No, but I'm out of that. Oh yeah. Sometimes when I go back and look at my video, I can say, wow. If I was living in the East Coast, I think every night they were gonna flog me. Cause it was nothing. So need dog with my lawyer. Go ahead, Terry. Go ahead. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's just it. And the way you said is right. Amara Connor is doing his job, and
Yeah.
he's gonna look at something that he knows that the opposition will pick up, but he want to be on record that he identified it and he
Right.
brought it to the lamplight, and the man was able to clear himself. And that is how a responsible government handle the mess.
Right.
But if you allow for the opposition to pick it up after it should have after the news, after everybody, nobody talk about it, and they pick it up and they make the news for on it before the ruling party handle it, then it will be bad for you. You see? So Amara Corner is giving the executive branch the opportunity to deal with it and settle
Mhm.
it before the opposition can get
Yes.
on it. But
Yes.
do they see it from that lens?
No,
They
no,
don't see it from that lens.
they saw him as being
Yes.
Baka administration. His criticism was not good. But this is what I keep saying. The party is no different from CDC. They feel entitled. I said Unity Party. I don't say President Baka. I said Unity Party. They feel entitled. Now, yes, another thing here. Yes, another thing, Terry, that I keep saying here. And I notice these things. These people that are serving, they are not friends with one another.
Exactly.
Because
That's a
if they were friend Terry, he were gonna consult few people.
mm.
And they were so okay, let's have a meeting on this. But they're really not friends with each other.
No, they're
They're
not
not
friendly.
working. They're just working. Go ahead, my brother.
They're not friendly. That's true. They're not friends with each other, bro. What happening here is that, these people in most of the ministries, then one of the things they do to one another again, they can undermine one another.
Exactly.
They can undermine one another. They fight against one another with all kind of charm. That's why I say working in Liberia is tough. Those who are working in Liberia, especially under this government and left for America, I give them credit because the working environment is so
When
toxic.
you say charm, you mean African voodoo?
Yes.
For what?
Oh, they got to put one opposition on labor. What are you talking? The
Uh,
people don't like, you think everybody fighting for survival. It's a war zone. You go in there, you think you just go have free ride. Oh yeah, I'm in America, enjoy myself. You think the people satisfied with you coming from uptown and the president give you joy, you moving with the president, walking or everywhere with the president. You think they're happy with that? They're
wow.
not happy with that. So before you careful, you see your food, just get B1 money.
Well, then if I was to get a job, I would have a Bible necklace on my chest, big Bibles just hanging on my
Oh,
chest
you
every
gotta
day.
be
Yeah,
strong. You working
yeah.
in Liberian politics, in Liberian or in the political structure, you gotta be strong, labor. Ha! You gotta
But
be
let me
strong.
ask you. Let me ask you. What's on your plate tonight?
Well, a couple of things I was looking at. The election commission that is undergoing this. How you call this thing? Is undergoing this uh,
The
confirmation
confirmation
hearing,
hearing. Mm-hmm.
and he was talking plenty tabata, but obviously he's gonna get confirmed. And guess who's gonna confirm me again? The same Amara Corner, what is saying, like the government. Amara Corner will confirm me. Darrell Didon will confirm me. Many other people in the Senate will confirm me. Few opposition will say no. Like they like what his name maybe what his name? McGill
Yeah.
and other people then they might say no. But I'm sure I'm sure that Amara Corner will confirm me.
Let me
You see,
welcome. Let me welcome the ladies that have just joined us. Madam Evelyn is here. Madam Clark is here. We say thank you to ladies. I mean, we really help. Appreciate you guys supporting us. But tonight at Tabata, so if you can take your talent off, that will be fine. Go
but
ahead.
the how you call it thing? But the election commission says something that really Darrell didn't asking the question. I don't know if Darrell didn't was being rhetorical or he was being political. He asked him the question in regards to because I saw a lot of questions Darrell didn't ask him was just to test his ability to see whether if he understand the job. But then there was a question that popped up regarding the 1%, and Darrell didn't ask him, will you uphold to the 1% law that those who any electoral candidate that fall below the 1.5% or 2% or whatsoever law, that they would not be listed for, to run. He said he's going to uphold that law to the fullest. So is this going to be a special attack again, a political attack against certain people that fall below the belt, especially Mr. Cummings, given the fact that Mr. Cummings had just wrote the LACC or the GAC stating that they need an audit, comprehensive audit on the presidential villa in Foya district. So I saw it was a political question that Darius didn't want to see the commissioner. Was it a setup that the commissioner is coming to the job to go after politically? And I want to be very, very ridiculous. I want to use your word. I want to borrow your word. Ridiculous tonight. Was it political? Was it a political statement to create a tension or panic in the opposition, especially Mr. Cummings, who just, I know Esther is coming for me, who just filed a complaint to the GSC stating that they want a comprehensive audit on the project done in Foya. So I thought that I wanted to give it a thought, and I was reminiscing over it. And I thought that question was, it brought an uproar, and it's going to create tension in the minds of the opposition community, thereby putting them on the defense.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you. But let me say this here. This is how the sedition going to Terry. Let me work on Walter Carter. Walter Carter, thank you for joining us. Walter,
The smoke detector is
yeah.
ongoing.
You know, it's almost Friday. You know what's going on. My 60-year-old taking care of my business.
Wow.
But he's not doing it right. I can't jump out of here. I can't jump.
No, you gotta. The man gotta do it right because
I can't jump right now. Go take care of business. I come in Leo, Mr. Soy, but I can't take care. I come in Leo, so I can't say that for my for something to a point. I come in Leo show, Mr. Soy, but I can't sit down here. Okay, I come in Leo show.
So Thursday party he can be here. So
yeah, well, I come in play music, go take care of things. No, but anyway, don't take my you take care. But thank you. Walter Carter, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. But let me say this here. Let me say now that Walter Carter here, I know you will respond to it. But let me say this. I think this whole how do you call it, election commission situation. This will give me an idea as to which way CDC is going. If CDC truly want to come back and they know they have the means to come back and win the election, they won't even bother themselves with this. But if they start talking how this man will cheat in the future, then they're not ready. Then you know they know they're gonna be defeated. If they start saying that man in the future will cheat, he will not make it, he will not let all win, then you know they got problems.
But liberal, if CDC can say that Joseph Boca cheated them while they were conducting the election in 2023, then
and
they
why
will
they
not
got
say
they spent $150 million though.
That kind of thing we're listening to. The people will definitely tell you say the man will cheat. That's what CDC noted for saying that what the good are doing.
All right.
All the elections.
Let's welcome now Walter Carter. I don't know what I should bring you in. All that stuff about that you're talking last night, I won't pay my dad now. I will watch your dancing foot. Walter Carter, who's the best guru on this show? Walter Carter, I'm listening.
Well, I would like
Walter
to say
Carter?
hi. I would like
No.
to say hi to the audience.
I'm putting in the garage. Who is the best guru?
Libra, we got to first of all greet the audience.
No, yeah, forget about it. Who is the best political guru on this show, on the whole platform?
Libra, you are a political guru.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead. You got it. The detector in charge tonight.
Oh God.
This is that show he characteristic. He gets self-dictator.
You know, go ahead. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'd like to say hi to the audience and Terry, how you doing, liberal? Everything okay?
What's up,
You
brother?
know, yeah. No. Yeah. So liberal, the topic you brought up, is interesting. And I like to fire back because they say he who comes with equity must come with clean hands. Josiah Joker, the first day they announced president, we are president, took to the media that he will never call President we are his president. Even his 6 years old daughter can never in her life vote for a man like we are. He left Liberia, came to America, joined the opposition at the time, started to campaign against CDC government, ran lies upon lies, crafted a letter and took it to Nancy Pelosi office. He read that letter. They didn't meet Nancy Pelosi, but they met her staffer in her office and they read that letter. He read it. The likes of other friends that I know were there. And they did that. This man came to power. He started to remove people, fire people because of their association with CDC, because they had CDC t-shirt on while they were working in government. He said they were civil servant. As a matter of fact, the outrageous thing he did, that people who have dissenting views about this government that were working in the government, he had them fired or removed from the job. He said because it was unlawful. He went to the extent by formulating his policy that as long as you work in government, you cannot get involved in politics. You cannot speak against the government. If you don't sign this paper, you will not take pay. They will fire you. He got that paper for CSA or for civil servant to sign. If you don't sign it, you will not get your contract, or you will not be. They'll move you for in government. This is in recent time. This is the man that violated the very things he fought against, the very thing he spoke against, the lies he told. He came back and he violated it to justify what he did and put it back in the face of Liberian people is to go and tell the people that these people are civil servant, they are not president appointee. Hey, could you read the code of conduct, liberal? And this the reason we're saying, and sometimes I can wonder, liberal, you can start fine, but you can start playing around again. You can't tell me this man is a fine individual. He's brilliant. He's one of the best. And then he does the unthinkable. No, that's not how fine people behave. That's not how smart people behave. You understand, liberal? We should call a spade a spade. These guys are a bunch of hustlers that came to ride on President Boaka because the Liberian people look at his age and say this man could do better for our country. All right? These guys ran propaganda and they put President Boaka in power because they came to do what they came to do. That is to steal, destroy our nation.
Thank you.
And we cannot continue doing that. So
Thank
I
you.
came here tonight, liberal, to admonish our people that there's something growing in our country that is dangerous for all of us in the diaspora and our people in Liberia. That is the diaspora equity funds. That anytime you and I send money back to our people, this government wants to take $1 off and put it in constitution and say it is lawful. This is unlawful. We should not allow this to pass. We should not even encourage this bill because we were not consulted in the diaspora about this thing. They cannot take our dollar. The dollar we send to our people. If we say $100, they're taking dollar from there. Sooner or later, they will go $2 and $4 and $5, and that money will not even go to nothing but in their pockets. If they want to develop the country, they can cut down wasteful spending, such as buying cars every 3 years for legislature and paying $3,000 for generator, while a police officer make 150 and stay on the street every day in the rain and sun. Thank you, laborer.
Well, there's a way around that. If they decide to pass that law, we send money to Africa, and the Africa people send money to Liberia. That's all we do. And we can we can circumvent that. The thing is smart. We all smart. But let me say this, Terry. Can a lazy horse carry anybody? A horse that is lazy, can they carry anybody?
Only for a short distance, though.
And now, yeah, okay. But if it's lazy, okay. But Walter Carter telling us that these people came to ride on Joseph Barker's bike. That means he's strong. Right, Terry? You agree with me?
Exactly.
Very strong. That's the only people that can carry them. But anyhow, okay. So, Terry, you want to respond to Carter, or should we just move on?
Well, Wilton Carter need to understand that the NDAs are, regulations based on our own Civil 7, inner rule that Josiah Joker formulated for the Civil 7 to sign that will protect government information, which restore credibility and confidentiality to government apparatus. That somebody can just jump on and say, oh yeah, if somebody send you $1,000 from America, say, give me document, so you go falsify document with enough misinformation and send it while the person sitting now on the radio, just so that they can make the government buy. That is what Josiah Joker is doing, something that will even help you tomorrow, your own government, when you come to power. Because any government,
if you come to power,
even in the United States of America, there are policies that government employees cannot just take information and go send it somewhere. Because why? They in the government, so they got it right, because you got access to government information. You just take it and send it. There are ethics that protect every government institution. And Liberia is not exempted. It's becoming apparent. People just take information and just send it just to gain political sentiment and to get money from it. So he's not saying that you cannot give out information. You can give information out, but pass it through the red table, because they got a whistleblower act that the president signed. I don't know if it was a executive order. The president signed some kind of act on the whistleblower act. The whistleblower act, when you see something, say something. It protects you, but there are channels. You see, but it becoming very apparent for certain government information to just be leaked out randomly without any guardrail or protection. So that is why Josiah Joker introduced the NDA, you understand, non-disclosure agreement for every civil servant to sign, which will protect the government, bringing credibility to the government institution, and also protecting confidentiality, which help government to function efficiently and effectively. So you gotta get that. I don't know. You gotta get that. You understand? Thank you.
Thank you. Again, folks, Samson told Labropo Radio. I'm here with Terry Collins and Wilton Carter here this evening. We're discussing all things Liberia. Guys, we're going to be here not too long tonight, but let's go on. Wilton Carter, besides that, what else on your plate that you think we need to discuss?
So let me just respond to my brother a little bit, right? So you cannot
Just remember, this is not a debate.
You cannot hold labor. We interacting here.
Yeah, but this is not a debate. That rescue two you're talking about.
Labor, you proxying here, you only show you proxying. Look, labor, you have to understand that I just call you the guru.
You will have the last word.
I just call you the guru labor because of duress. You must understand that. Labor, don't get me started, okay?
You honor stress. You honor stress. The one you honor is in the submarine honor Connecticut water. That one is not stressful. That help you.
Okay.
You'll be stressful.
I'm
Why?
watching you. I'm watching you. The day you cross around here, when I can't borrow, I can't tell you believe putting bridge or any water around, you see what happen. So anyway, on a serious note, Libra, I think that NDA will be applied to, or it should be applied to presidential appointee. Civil servants are people who are lawful employee of the Liberian government, not of the president, of the
What are you
government
talking
of
about?
Liberia, and they are citizens of Liberia. They don't work at the rate, the will and pleasure of the president. They work as government personnel. And those persons can talk, they can debate issues, except there's a law in Liberia saying when you're working for government, you can't get involved in politics or you can't give information as you see fit, except there's a law. If
Thank
there is
you.
not a law to do that, that MDA is bogus, is there to silence the voices of people who are supposed to exercise the political franchise as will.
Thank
So
you.
sometimes when I sit and watch this government, right? This government did everything possible to come to power. The very things they did to come to power, they frown on them. They frown on them. When you open your mouth to expose the government or talk about the ineptitude, talk about the dysfunctionality of this government, those officials take serious offense. The reason is they feel they are so educated that they are entitled, they cannot make mistake. Even if they make mistake, nobody should speak about it. And that's a problem. That's the reason why when Josiah Jockett did this thing, and Amara Kone, the likes of Amara Kone, the likes of Mariah Yakula, and other serious-minded Liberians came out to push back. They got offended, and they went after them. And I don't think
Thank
that's
you.
something good for this presidency or
Thank you.
for this government. Thank you,
Let me
Libra.
bring it. Thank you. Let me bring in Terry. Terry, you want to You want to be the
Oh,
last one
now
on
you
there?
say
No,
now
no,
you bringing
Yeah,
that
let me. I
is
can
it a
come.
debate?
no. Terry got to raise. You got to be the last one. This year. What's
Yeah,
up?
we go.
You
Yeah,
think
we
I
go.
joke with joking? Go ahead, Terry.
So, Keto, even in the great United States of America, there are NDAs that people sign. Even in the hospital where I work, there are certain information about medical reports that you cannot leak out. You don't see what the people can do on Spoon Talk. They just take people document and just send it there. You think that's supposed to be done in any country? Classify intel from intelligence, from security apparatus, intelligence. You take it and just send it because somebody saying you're going to 1,500. That is what the NDA protects. In the hospital, they tell you, we go through training every year, and you are informed that medical reports of the patients do not be given out to anybody. You can't give people medical record out to anybody just like that. That is what we call confidentiality. It has to be restored in every government
That's
entity.
the hip hop.
And
That's
most
the
of the
hip hop
people
law,
who,
right?
hey, give me, yes,
The hip hop
hash
law. Yeah,
act. No,
yeah,
hash,
hip
I
hop
know hash
law.
act.
Hip
But,
hop.
but what I'm saying is that in Liberia, so you see, you took me out of, but
No,
what
we
I'm
don't
trying
practice that.
to,
We don't want to teach that law in our field. We teach that law.
but then what are you talking now?
But it's not you can't bring it in this conversation.
Oh,
That
so
law
you
is
can bring it
different.
in Liberia.
It's patient
No,
if
I'm
it's
trying to tell
patient
you,
privacy. You can't
yeah,
put patient privacy out there.
but but the government runs. What are you talking about? The government have every ministry involved. The government got a ministry of health. The government have security apparatus. The government have everything the government does. There are classified information that is within government confine. Those informations must not be leaked out to the
So
That
Terry,
is
public.
that is that
Terry,
is
let
up
me
to the
ask.
security level. That's the
Let me ask
security
you.
level.
Not only
Well,
security,
Terry, then what is it?
every ministry.
Terry, what is the role of the whistleblower then?
The whistleblower is to identify corruption. When somebody is doing something, you stealing the money, like what you don't do here all the time. Talk about the people. You stealing the money. The man know that the road money was supposed to be 1.5. But the man was there when you took 100,000 from the person money and made them to sign for 1.5. But you took 100,000, the man saw it. The man have the right to leak all that information.
But which one he doesn't have the right to leak up?
He don't have the right to leak out classified information that have to do with the modus operandi of the entity in which he worked in.
So why is that entity, whatever you want to call it, why is that entity rules that they're trying to protect? What if it's corrupt?
What if the entity rule is if the entity rule is corrupt, then there are procedure. You can report, you can make a reservation
to who?
To the heads and tell them this
is what we recommend. To the head of the entity.
To the heads of the entity or to other people corruption, within the government are coming and together with other people in the government who are responsible to handle those things, to make the kind of necessary effect with the necessary correction. That is why we have so what we got an ombudsman for now in the government. He just sitting now in the office, they just giving him money every year. What he getting? The thing we're talking about here now, the code of conduct auditing. The code of conduct auditing. That the ombudsman is supposed to supposed to have checkmate or what he means, Josiah Joker, even before Amara Kone land. But the ombudsman have been checkmating United Party people. But the government, the executive seem to not respond to anything the ombudsman said. So probably the ombudsman
then why you want the people not to leak those things out if the ombudsman who's supposed to be protecting the interest, seeking the interest of the Liberian people, and it's not being respected by this government according to what you're saying, then why will you not blame somebody who's bringing these news out to the public?
No, I'm not liberal. I'm not blaming somebody for bringing the news. I'm saying there are specific information. There are specific information that are protected under the NDA's Act.
Right.
The
but those specific, let me hold you that right minute. Those specific information, you would not frown on it if it were turned over to the ombudsman.
No, I would not frown on it or the reputable criteria like the justice minister or whosoever.
You just told us that the ombudsman is not being listened to by this government.
Executive, yes, they don't listen to him.
So then how do you want the ombudsman's job is to make sure if there's any corruption that is brought into light so the public will be aware of it, correct?
Yeah, well, apparently, I'm not sure 200%, but apparently, because the ombudsman have a specific area where he got control, especially on the area of the code of conduct.
Okay,
but I was just saying that there are classified information that you cannot just jump on and say, "Oh, you saw this thing in the document." Like for example, right? The government got intel that there are some, God forbid, it must not happen, some mercenaries in the country. There are intel revealing that some mercenaries in the country. So you just got on now because you saw that detail, you saw that document, you went and called Spoon Talk, you say, "My man, I get information. Give me 2,000, I will DJR. We'll get mercenary in the country trying to undermine the president, blah, blah, blah." Those are classified information.
But Terry,
you can't leak those kind of information out, liberal.
Terry, can I just inject a little bit, Terry? So this is not. You see one thing I like about you. You're so crafted in making people to believe. You making to confuse people. Hold on. You are just crafted in making people confuse people.
Listen to me. The politician you say you know how to talk and convince people.
But I reading straight through what you're saying here. It doesn't make sense. When we talk about classified information, it has to do with.
If it doesn't make sense, you doesn't respond. If it doesn't make sense, you doesn't respond.
No, I would just respond. No, on a serious no, labor. So this is the thing, right, Terry? When they say classified information, they are security related. In an institution where they got classified information, those information are tight-lipped with the security. We're talking about locus or civil servant, people who work in government, like let's say city hall, people discussing just regular politics. Oh, the government ain't doing nothing. The government ain't providing the, I mean, giving solving the bread and butter issue. Those are things that the man said you cannot talk about. He's not talking about somebody taking NSA information and putting it out there. No. NSA information, when NSA information go out there, you know who put it up there? That NSA. Josiah Joker ain't got nothing. He ain't got one. He can't even do a jack with NSA when they put information out there. As a matter of fact, they're watching him. So if any
what kind of thing
security
you talking?
information, classified information that comes to the public is from within the security and Josiah Joker ain't got none from
All
that.
right. Thank
Classified
you.
information from the presidency,
Thank
the
you.
presidency
Terry, let's
got.
Okay,
move on. All right,
yeah.
Terry,
So
go ahead. Terry,
yeah.
go ahead, respond to that.
Can I, because I'm looking at some of the things that falls under the NDAs that the NDAs were talking about, and we also got to look at the government intel, government internal information, right? Draft policies before public release, internal memos and communications, cabinet level discussion or decisions not yet public, sensitive administrative data, personal record of civil servants, disciplinary or HR investigations, internal audits and performance reports, national security or sensitive state information, security operations or plans, intelligence related information, critical infrastructure or emergency response details, procurement and financial information, tender bids before award, tender bids before award, contract negotiations, anti-corruption investigation or audit findings, protection of official processes, whistleblowing, tight restrictions may be intended, though this is so I don't want to go to read. I want to
No,
read the
read
whistle.
that
Oh,
part
y'all
for me.
hold
No,
on, y'all
wait
hold
now,
on,
give me a chance.
hold on, Terry, y'all hold on, big, y'all hold on, Terry, y'all hold your stuff. Bricky boy, I'm very, very happy to see you tonight. Welcome. God's been with you. We appreciate God's healing on you. We say thank you for being strong and welcome. Now the Tabata open. Go ahead, Terry.
So the civil servant is not saying that the whistleblower. So the Whistleblower Act protects those who are giving information that is not going to undermine the government operation. So if you're reporting on a corruption act, you have the right. You are protected under the law. Civil servants are protected under the law to freedom of speech. But what it's saying, these are all the restrictions that fall that when you signing, those are the things that will be within the perimeters under which you are signing, you know, to work in that particular ministry or entity that you will be working in it under the Civil Servant Act. So this does not protect anybody from corruption or stealing, but it's the guardrail to protect government confidentiality. I don't think there is a problem with that.
Thank you. All that I can say before we move on that this young man need to take responsibility of his action because this is bad. And you got people that water culture that have nothing but no, they don't even know how to run up they can't even build an invisible park correctly. They're gonna come here and say they want to do so. But I blame the young man. He shouldn't have allowed people that water culture to take control of this thing. But Terry, what else on your plate here you want to talk about, and we can start that. I will soon be opening the line.
Well, there is nothing much. It's just the same old thing. Like I was talking about the 1%. I don't know what they're gonna do with that one
So,
percenter.
Walter, thank you, Walter
Yeah.
Cutter. Let's hear from you about that. What's his name?
No,
The guy who was nominated, who is now facing confirmation hearing, want to be the boss of the election commissioner.
So
Yeah,
Labor,
What do you think of it?
let's just talk about
and
this
also,
$1 or deduction from remittances for us and to our people. I mean,
Yeah,
because
but
I
that
think
let's talk about Terry own fight, then we'll come to your own.
Terry said the 1%. I know the 1% you're talking about. What 1%,
mm,
Terry? It's not a deduction.
know that
No, we're talking about 1% vote. We're speaking about the election commission boss that want to be a boss.
the man say all the 1% people will not they will make sure that they don't be part of the race 2029.
Um,
So
but
if you carry
I think yeah. Go ahead, finish that.
Okay, Terry, go
yeah
ahead.
so if you carry anybody who fall below 2% according to the constitution, they will not be part of the race, or they
What
cannot
what
field a
happened,
candidate.
Terry? Terry, what happened because it's a political party? What happened if you fall below that and they say, well, the party not going to seek election, then you form another party? What happened to that? What do you
Yeah,
do?
I think maybe that's the only thing you will do. You will have to form another
So then
party and go under.
you just hopping party from one point to another.
Exactly. Exactly. And that is credibility involved, because that law, I think, is actually meant to dissolve all the parties, because you can't tell a man, say, the man do not have the right under the constitution, according to our constitution, because he got only 500 person who voted for him, so he get the right to run again, because he got only 500 person. I don't understand that law. That law is a Tabata law, but that these are the laws that Keto then can pass. So obviously, you know you.
You mean CDC can pass bad law? Wow.
Breakable, welcome back, man.
Well,
Good to see you. I'm praying
newsflash,
that you recover soon, my
newsflash.
brother.
That law on the books before CDC came to power.
You
Yeah,
so
it was on the books before CDC came to power by the very United Party in
All
government.
right,
And
let me open the line, guys.
Labour was discussing the thing got me open line time there.
But what you know what time it is?
Yeah,
I'll tell you the
yeah,
time
we
there
got
though.
open line
That not me
like
who tell you that.
9:30 now,
Yeah,
nine
that
forty
time of day,
five like that.
that
And
time
get
of
it
day
for
we
15
open
minutes.
line.
The meat of the conversation start and you try to dilute the thing now.
Okay, again, folks. You're scared for Rescue 3 to call and tear you apart
Rescue
tonight.
TD swallow his own said yesterday.
You're scared for
but
Rescue
Keto,
3 to
so
call and tear you apart. Again, folks.
what is
Samson
story about
told La
Samuel
Tropa
12
Radio.
now?
Huh?
Huh?
The story about Samuel 12, they say the judge in chamber say no prohibition. Samuel
No,
25, they read a prohibition for the judge not to allow the investigation, to
No,
continue on the
for
jurors.
that
which
decision,
investigator the juror thing? Brother,
Yeah,
that whole case will drop because that is called a double jeopardy. That whole thing will drop.
no,
They
but
ask those
besides
people.
that, Terry, the judge, one person in chamber will not stop if they seek the full bench intervention. I don't think one person in chamber can say no. We're not going to intervene.
yeah. I think it's the Supreme Court. They the one said
Oh,
that
okay.
they say the lower court should resume investigation into the jurors tampering, because Samuel 12 wanted for it to be to the file a rate of prohibition for the judge, the judge in the lower court to not continue with the juror temporary investigation. So the Supreme Court said no, the juror temporary investigation should continue.
Yeah, but
But
check
I
this
see
out.
Unity Party people rejoicing. I don't see why are they rejoicing over that.
But
Is that a bean
one,
or what?
one of the thing, one of the things, one of the thing, one of the thing is people don't understand. Juror tampering is a crime, but the actual acquittal of Samuel Tuer cannot be overturned
That's
because they
what I
will.
think.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Sigbe explained that to me the other night
Yeah.
very clearly.
So the
And I
juror
think
tampering could be a
I
you
want to
you
agree with that.
yeah, it's
But
a
yeah,
crime, so they can look into it.
here's the thing here though. I think the Supreme Court they have to be very careful before
Exactly.
people start tying down around the neck of the executive. Because
Exactly.
if the judge have already dismissed the juror and you find that there is a jury tampering or what have you, and you want to investigate, that is within the executive now because it's no longer judiciary stuff. That means somebody committed a crime. Let the Justice Department take hold of it and carry on the investigation. And if that person is found guilty, that person will be brought back to the court. But what are you? You're the court now. You're investigating, and if you find that indeed it is true, you're going to reverse the decision of the jury to find Samuel Tua guilty. This is just doesn't make. But anyway, if
They
it
gotta
doesn't
be
make sense,
careful with that Tabata.
if it doesn't make sense, we doesn't yay. So we doesn't hear it.
No, we
Como
we
para,
get, you know what I'm saying? If it
como
doesn't,
para
if
que
it
trouble
doesn't,
with
no,
me
no,
the view
you know
there.
what, you know, later on the new terminology for that, and they call it short. If it doesn't come fala, it doesn't come fala.
My man, I tell my father you putting your more on. Y'all get your ear what it man. You're not ear
Eh,
what it man.
DC.
The man one didn't where you're a few days. Quick,
Oh man, I
they
beg
go
you,
put
man,
aside
Terry, you
together
go
and say the
fast
guy
one. Terry,
they
go
get
fast one to sit down.
you saw what they did a few days today, CDC.
Terry, go fast one to sit down. To fala la natty. No, but on a serious note, Terry, let's look at the dollar subtraction from our remittances to our people. What you make of that?
Wow, Mr.
With
What? My
with
man,
our
that law
knowledge.
that Tabata, I don't want to even discuss that law.
It's not gonna go through.
No, that thing cannot work.
They don't not pushing that thing. They're gonna pass
They
that
don't
law.
cannot make it. He can't
Pushing
prove
it.
that thing. It
They're not
can't
gonna
work in
work.
that place.
They do that. They will just be living in Mother of Guinea and Africa. That
Eh?
people gonna
It will
pass all that
embarrass, it
stuff.
will embarrass our people. It will embarrass us
You
because
know
we gotta
what is
send money to Africa for our people
$1
to go pick it
on
up.
every $5? You know what is $1 on every $5? That's a
And
lot of money.
you got about 100,000 people sending that money. It will go in the pockets
That's
of
a
the
lot of
guys.
money.
You understand? And this is the reason why we gotta speak about it. So we will run a campaign so these people can make that thing come to fruition because these are people that came here the last time when the president had a diaspora conference.
I'm
They
not
came and they start sending flyers
you
around
know.
talking about the remittance and all that kind of thing. And I think Dwalu then pushed that stuff because Dwalu the Liberian equity thing that he's trying to push the likes of Topa and that other girl Famata when they start costing people as a deputy minister, all of them push that stuff, brought it to the president because not making no sense to Liberians on this side, because of the political divide we have. So they gotta come up with another thing.
Rescue three. We're waiting for your
Get
call.
out.
Yes.
Any act that inflict taxes on the citizens is detrimental for any government in any part of the world. By you taking $1 for every $5 is infliction, is tax infliction. It will put burden on the citizen instead of relieving them. So
But this is what I'm saying.
if you do that to the country, then the people will rise. You can't make
Why
it.
they,
You can't do that.
why they can't even get the
That
money
thing can't work anywhere.
from the concession process? They and that one don't
Why they
develop.
can't cut their salary? Why they can't get the money from their salaries?
Exactly.
But the thing about it, Terry, even
Let it go find somewhere and sit down, man.
even the TDF brand new car they buy, they can cut that off. They
That
they
what we
they they
say.
they want that it's $30,000 they put the generator, they
I
can cut
don't know
that
why.
off.
I don't know. Maybe they're not seeking re-election. Maybe.
In remittance, if people sending 300 million to Liberia, you know how much money will be that? How much they will generate from that? $1.
But this the thing we're talking about.
We'll talk about important people on the line. Rescue three.
Oh
Good
my
evening.
God. Oh my God.
Let's hear from you.
You gonna tell the Tabata hero over me?
Not bad. Thank you. Let's hear from you.
Terry Kata, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah.
Tabata hero.
Okay.
Grateful to God for your eating. The key thing that you could be discussing tonight, I've been a little bit quiet and not be really breaking a lot. The code of conduct that you could discussing tonight, I don't think I'm not going to have a right to even call to side to cut. He listened to Yomi Kanga today when our issue was raised in the Senate sitting today, and they said that should be taken to the committee room under those that are responsible for that should be able to hear it. And you cannot make law just to make a law to be good for only you alone because in a Democrat program you have Senator Jala who was 2023 election was supported by CDC. Senator Jala was there celebrating with Thomas Fala. You have other representatives there. So the question there is why only he only looking at They may Joker.
Let me
More
read.
at
Let
least
me
a
let
year.
me read something to you. It said
It does
all
not fall. Yeah,
They are coming
yeah.
now both here. Because if you pure on the base of Joker, that means we are not being fair to Joker. More Ali were appointed by the president. The party chairman were appointed by the president. The president. They are
you're
all the
right.
government people over there.
You're right. You're right.
Okay. And now the lawmaker made a law to favor themselves because they are seeing that if you are a presidential appointee, you shouldn't why you should resign 1 year prior to the election. So what you making a law and you're bringing all the critical issues and what about the day that man went up for the program was on the Sunday? You were not on the governmental duty. The second point I have to make is this. There's something that you people are talking about. If you follow the case, I don't know what many of you people follow it today. They are bringing the case back. They are saying once there's a jury temporary, it has been proven. They are bringing the entire case back. Maybe something two of them will say they appeal to the Supreme Court, to the fourth bench. They are bringing the case back. So get that they can be a friend when they kind of critical issues.
What ground you bringing the case back?
The ground that they are bringing the case back on is there was the 3 person that testified from the jury that there was a fool. And the people are saying that they are even asking the judge, asking the justice minister, the police to get a court law, to subpoena for the court law.
Okay.
So
then let me ask you now. That is the work of the executive. The Justice Department is supposed to be doing the investigation, correct?
Mr. Joe, you listen to Ambrumas today, Councilor Ambrumas. He said this is not the first incident happened in 1973 in Liberia. And when there's just a jury temporary, the case got to go and it is proving. You got to bring the case back to the full proceeding.
Okay.
So nobody wishes evil for Samuel Twain. But where the right belong, it is true. That people have found that they were communicating, I think that was wrong.
Okay.
And my other point I want to make tonight, when they come on their show here, they always say the president did not do the country not going nowhere. But you saw on the Facebook from yesterday and today, the bridge that was dedicated between Bone County and Babolu. That's a major river over there that connected Babolu and Bone County. There's a bridge in Kenya, and you saw citizens in our community celebrating. So sometimes if even you will be in opposition, we may have family, we may have friends, we may have relatives that live in the area. When there's an improvement, not only for Monrovia, in the rural area, we should be able to flag it out so that the other people that benefited from it, they'll know that something is happening. Thank you for the show, Bochia.
Thank you. You'll be the last caller anyway. Thank you very much.
The Tabata, you talking plenty today tonight.
I tell you. All right. Okay, Walter Carter, give us your closings. I'm
right?
Today I'm on Friday. Walter Carter, what will be your closing?
No, bro. Yo, Rescue 3. I don't put the ice on the cake for y'all. Yeah. No, on a serious note, man. Rescue 3, there are some things that you just cannot defend, right? Call us spade a spade. We all want our country to succeed, this government to succeed. It means like bros succeed. I don't have to praising the government for doing what the government is supposed to do. I do not have to praise the government. All we gotta do is to say, yes, at least the government is working and doing what it's supposed to do. But if you want me to come because the government put a bridge over the Bapolu River, Simpo River for the people to cross, I'm gonna apply for that. No. Taxpayer money. That's what we're paying here. They told us. And that's why I say we gotta stop being mediocre. We gotta stop putting our leader on a pedestal thinking that they're doing us favor. We did them favor.
No, who's talking? Labor,
don't water down this whole conversation. Let me educate our people moving forward. If you hear me even speak like President, we are big park now, go clap for you would never see me do that. You will never see me do that.
Are you not reacting anymore?
Listen,
Are you not reacting anymore?
I love we are. It doesn't mean anything. Because I love we are mean when we are going and build park for like people, why he using taxpayer that I'm gonna go clap for him. No. What I'm saying, the only reason you see when we debunk people, when they come out and lie, we come out and defend. He said, no, you said we are to do say a lot. We are did this, we are did that. But you will never see me say, I'm gonna go praising we are because he built roads and built park. That's the reason why he came there. That's the reason why he advocated and campaigned for Liberian people to make him president. So everything, oh, get the president praise. Let praise the president. No. Because they have to do these things. Or else our children will cry. Child will crying today. Our children will cry tomorrow. All right. So let understand as Liberian, we have had government upon government, and we still sit down to
You
the
got
same.
5 more minutes. You got 5 more minutes.
Thank you, liberal. Government upon government sitting down to the same place. We sitting down to the same place complaining about things that happened since 1960, 1970, 1980, 2000. We still complain about the same thing because why? Our expectation is very low when it comes to our leader. We put our leader on high. We want our leader to wear big,
So are you
nice
saying that
clothes.
we got low expectation and yet still people want us to manage that low expectation? Is that what you're saying here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
When I mean our expectation low is we do not look at the actual development of our country. What we look at is our president being well taken care of. The people that we put in offices should look good. They should speak good English. That's the thing we look for in our society. You understand me? If our president ain't
Can we
riding
ach-
good car,
can we
he
achieve that
wearing
through? Can we achieve that from President we are? They should look good
well,
and speak good English.
Mr. So if that's what you call development for you, it's up to
No,
you.
no,
That's
no,
not
no.
what I
I'm
call
just
development for
asking
me.
you. You brought it up. I'm just
Mr.
asking.
I'm not on the rescue. I'm not on the what you call it, testimony stand or what kind of
Witness
stand?
stand.
The
Witness
witness
stand.
stand. I'm not on the witness stand here. If that's how you feel that you want your country to develop so people can speak good English and wear good clothes, it's up to you. For me, I want my country to have decent roads. I want my country to have enough hospitals and decent hospital equipped, enough schools, decent school equipped to educate and move our country forward. Educate the people, move the country forward. That's what I want. I don't want somebody that can't speak good English. All English have done for me. English is a borrowed language. If I could speak my native tongue and communicate with a
You're
lot of
from
people,
upriver.
it's
What
gonna be
Then
native
better.
tongue
speak
you
crown
got?
now.
You
Speak
understand?
crown ba.
You from
And
When you
up
go
where
when
you know
when you
any
go
you
to the
know
wet man, go
anything?
speak crown there.
You know anything? The man from
Terry,
upriver. The man
Terry,
from upriver.
that's the reason why that's the reason why they got interpreter, right? So when you
Yeah.
The man
go,
from
So
the man
when you go to
Skippy, don't waste your time. The man from upriver. The man from
Skibby.
upriver. The man from upriver. Don't waste your time.
You gonna be Skippy on the show for you brought him in. You could be looking at me. Skippy, okay. Very Skippy, hold on.
You know, you not spot the whole show now.
Like, you know,
but do I expect him to say anything otherwise?
I
I don't
beg
expect
you.
him to say anything otherwise.
When you were Skippy, he and Babu were not talking. Now you're not Skippy anymore with Babu on your arm.
oh god, yeah, I'm telling you, Skippy not transform. No, but
He's
no, on a
skipping
serious
for
Take
note,
God.
that
man.
picture down.
He's skipping for God now. He's not skipping for Nukuta Blue again. He's skipping. But you used to go to Nukuta. Skippy, you used to go to Nukuta. Huh?
Oh, but
Like,
Nukuta and looking down, they connected.
like, see, they
He just
collect.
I
crossed.
mean,
He
I mean,
just crossed
looking
the
down
top.
cinema. Looking down cinema. You used to go to looking down cinema.
But looking down, I live looking down there. I will not go looking down
Okay,
cinema.
let me ask you this: when you go into court, when you go into Stockton Creek, I mean the road that go along Stockton Creek, way before you get to the train track bridge, there used to be a store on the right hand side, right there before you bend that curve. Used to be owned by the Lebanese man called him Kisu. Remember that?
Hmm.
You know the road I'm talking about?
I know the road. I know that whole road going to Stoughton Creek.
Okay.
To the train track bridge over the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But as soon as
Yeah.
you pass the bridge, right on the maybe about 200 feet, there's a house, there's a store, a
Yeah,
house
but
with a store.
that whole place that people property now. The
That nobody,
houses
no
built there
store over
now.
there. The house is built
No
there
store
now.
there
No,
again.
no
That's
store
also
there.
houses built there.
And it's
All
sold
around
from
that place,
just
that's
that.
also houses.
When we the guy I'm talking about married to a crown woman, Lebanese man married to a crown woman, had these beautiful kids. But we used to go there by night and borrow their boat and go
Target
all
labor,
the way.
you were very cool
Yeah, we go all the way. We go all the way
in the night
in the night. Go all the way to
To
what
to
is
the
it?
farm.
Africa.
No, all the way to what's the place here? Viton.
Wow.
We go through that little creek hunting alligator.
Damn.
So we went there one time. One time we left our gun there in when we came back. Those fan people now finished stealing the gun. we came by with the grandma with bed at night. The Vi people, some of the people from Vietown era, if you don't bring that gun, we'll put you on the boy, you're going back to Ghana tonight. They produce the kind of grandma we met. They produce all four of the guns. And we had to go back up river. But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but like bro, at that time was so nice, man. All kinds of
That's the
stories that
day we
happened out
call
there.
normal time, bro. Those are
Yeah,
normal time.
at no one day, like
What
brother.
year? What year was it? That was 19. I believe it was 74 or 70, 75 or something like that. But go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
no,
was
so
really
like, seriously, Terry, these kind of conversation it gotta be meaningful for our audience and for ourselves because I mean we have gone through a whole lot and we cannot continue to do like let me borrow the words of Alexander Cumming, the same thing over
You
and
see,
expect
on
different
a very,
result.
and I'm going to
Mhm,
stop you now. There are
mhm.
5 minutes over. On a very serious note, Walter Carter. You
Yeah.
see, these are some of the things that made President Baka to win the election. President Baka, what you see, but you people were so on serious. The President Baka was saying the same thing you're saying here, but he was very sincere. And many sedition voted for President Baka because of these kinds of stuff. That we're doing this thing here, President Baka would say, we're doing these things for the future of the country. Now you can say what happened now is it where it no, but that's different topic. But President Baka was striking all of the good notes that your
Yeah,
last in the last 2 minutes you've been talking about.
but liberal,
And we're
liberal,
not
this,
here.
this is
You
the thing
not
I'm saying now.
well talk out of the liberal and the board chairs on the floor, please. I don't want to put you in the garage. But
There we
those
go.
are the kind of good notes that President Baka was striking with the Liberian people.
Liberal,
Why
what we're
you
saying now,
why President we are there when the people elected me, I don't do anything. Now I done something, I will be re-elected. There was
yeah,
you
liberal,
on social, you Walter Cutter
liberal,
came on
liberal,
hold on,
liberal,
hold on.
liberal,
You Walter Cutter came on the show. The only thing he
liberal,
said,
as a
you
political
said
guru,
hair was going to
as a
grow in your palm, but you say this is for setting.
liberal, as a
Uh,
political guru, as a
Your
political
time.
guru that ushered in a revolution that brought about multi-party democracy, that brought about
You got
and
two
and
more. You
and
got 2 more minutes. You're praising me now. You got 2 more
that brought that brought that brought,
minutes.
that
You got
opened
two
the
more minutes.
conscience, that
You
opened the
got,
conscience, that opened the consciousness of
that's
our
right.
people
That's
to
right. That's
reality,
us.
right?
That's us.
You're not even supposed to be talking like this, neighbor.
Okay,
The
you got
fact
2 more
that
minutes.
you have not succeed or since in your lifetime you have not seen what you labor for to come to fruition where our people will start benefiting from all of the revolutionary strategy people made in our country.
No,
It should
but
hold on now. I
that's
come
not
in now. I
true.
come in now.
Okay.
Hold on,
No,
hold on, hold on.
no. Let me be
Multi-party.
serious for a minute.
Yeah,
Let me
let me
be
see.
serious.
Hear me
Let me
off
be
for
serious
once.
for a minute.
Hear me
Yeah.
off for one. Hear me off for
Okay.
once.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Then I'll come back on and
People
Terry can take
succeeded
us.
in ushering in multi-party democracy. But it was not just to bring in multi-party democracy. The multi-party democracy should be followed by mass development of our people, the minds of our people, the infrastructure of the country. That's what multi-party democracy is supposed to be because
Thank
our
you.
people were marginalized.
Thank you.
Have we succeeded in that aspect? I said no. So
We'll
now
talk about
when we
that.
have
Yes,
government coming, we'll have government coming in and saying that I can fix this, I can do this. And when they come, they just sit down, placard. They enrich
but
themselves.
yeah, yeah.
They will never achieve anything.
This is what I'm going to say, and I'll go to Terry. But thank you for bringing that up. This is what I'm going to say. You can't say that we have not had people leadership that is geared towards the upliftment of our people. We have now, and I will speculate, and I'll be ridiculous on this one as well. One of the reasons why things are going the way they're going under President Bakai is the people, the supporting staff. President Bakai most likely just felt weak. I'm old like that, he said, and I'm just putting it in his mouth. I'm old like this, and I'm taking this country from the whole. And these young people around me, instead of them to help me and take this country from the whole, they are not doing that. You heard the statement he made. If you're going to steal here, you're trying to do something so more people will benefit. That's being angry. He was not directing them to go steal, but the fact that he took this whole job serious. and other people keep restricted to enrich themselves. God, Terry, I don't want to start
So
relitigating.
labor
No, 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 no,
guy.
Yeah.
no. We're
Before
done. We're
Terry,
done.
before
We're done.
the good reverend, the good reverend come in.
Wow.
Because
Let me just.
you coming to
So
Tawata
that's
now.
KP again coming out again because
You coming to Tawata now, good rabbit. Now you know it's good rabbit. Go ahead, make it quick. So
before
Terry will
the
take us
before
home.
the before the good reverend come in, right, labor. So you see where I say you people fail again. Look, labor, you will be sitting there happy, laying down in your rocking chair, going back and forth, and say, yes, we made it. If this president at this time were transforming our nation in ways that nobody will even say, ping, then your revolution that you usher.
You're
All
missing the
right?
point,
Wait,
man.
wait.
You,
No, no,
you
no.
miss,
Hold on. I got the whole point. So, what is it to have multi-party democracy in a country that continue to live in abject poverty?
you're
West in
missing
the
the
time
point.
we
You're
were,
missing the
West in the
point.
time we were.
I
Hold
don't
on
think
now,
you're
hold
gonna
on now,
get it.
hold on. West in the time we had one-party system. Liberia now is worse than when we had one-party system. So what's the use? I'm just saying, not to take the credit from you guys, but also open your eyes to the reality around us. We bring multi-party democracy to change the status quo, but our mindset is not changed. Our mindset is still hooked onto the empower concept, where we put our leaders on a high pedestal instead of putting the country on a high pedestal. That's the problem we have.
Thank you.
That's what I'm trying to
Terry,
say.
thank you. Thank you. You're missing the point. We're not gonna relitigate that. Terry, take us home, please.
yeah, labor guy going somewhere. But so thank
No,
you, labor.
we're done. We're done anyway. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
we're
supposed
done.
to, I got my Friday business over there. You're wasting my time. And
I'll tell you, right? But first of all, I want to address the issue of our of Rescue 3. Rescue
you got
3.
10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to
Wow.
finish. So take your time.
I will not even use Rescue 3. Let me tell you something. If I expected for you to give me to cite one incident under our jurisprudence where in Supreme Court rule when or when you know in a criminal case wherein the defendant was acquitted, all right, but then Supreme Court turned the case around because of juror tampering or because of something. They turned the case around and came back and convicted the particular criminal that was acquitted by juror. I want you to cite me only one incident in our jurisprudence. This means to say that if this Supreme Court do that, they will be setting a new precedent because it have never happened before in our jurisprudence. So we're waiting to see whether that can be possible because we're
Yes,
hearing that Supreme Court, you know, uh,
the case is
we
done.
yeah. So
It's
we
done.
want to see, if it was in the case of those who were convicted and found guilty. Though in that case, those people can file. The case can be looked in. It can be re-looked in. But in a criminal case, in court, when the person is acquitted, for them to be
Turn your
because you say,
camera
oh, you
around.
proved you are tampering, blah blah blah, for you to reopen the case again on the person that the juror acquitted,
Yes.
that would be a precedent that I think it will be a very bad precedent for
And,
our
and
government
it's
to
not
set.
gonna hold. It's not gonna hold. It's not
You
gonna hold,
understand?
Terry.
So
Don't
I
you
don't know if I just want you to cite me, if it's possible, maybe I just want you to cite me only one single incident that where it happened in our jurisprudence. That's why I listen to our United Party people. They jump in,
rescue
it,
three from Nima County. The too
you
many
know,
pound wine. Now the area he come from, like Gilman. Too many pound wine in that
the
area.
the baboon can be on the wine.
Uh, yeah, I bet
but
you.
but
I think he from lower is he from Nima County, but going towards the Africa side. I don't think it's the Nima County guild that go towards how do you
Guinea
call it?
side.
No guild people, no that Guinea side Nima that Manam people, but the guild go Ivory Coast and they go down to Bassa area. So
Oh, oh yeah, Bassa. They connect
yeah,
to Bassa.
yeah. So and some of them turn to we, which makes Geo mix with Crown. They have their own little data there. So, but the other one, I think from upper Nimba Geo. So on that side, they got too much pound tree over there. Too much palm wine. So
But here's the thing I wanted to read for Kettle quickly before we go, Mr. Liberal. A whistleblower protection law is designed to do the opposite of of a straight NDA. It protects people who report wrongdoing inside government or organizations instead of punishing them for speaking out. So the whistleblowers, they report inside, they're reporting from what go on wrongdoing inside the government or organization. In Liberia, the idea behind whistleblower protection mainly found in anti-corruption and public integrity laws and related regulation is to protect individuals who expose illegal or harmful conduct in good faith. So here are some of the things they report: demotion or job loss, salary cuts, harassment or intimidation, transfer as punishment. All right. Uh, Protection of identity. The law or reporting system may allow confidential reporting. The whistleblower identifier may be protected during investigation. So another thing they report is corruption, bribery, theft of public funds, fraud in government programs or procurement, abuse of office or power, misuse of public resources, serious violation of law or public safety. Now let me show you the people they report to. The people they report to: Anti-Corruption Agency, Liberian Anti-Corruption Agency. This is one of the main places for reporting corruption, misuse of public funds, abuse of power, abuse of office. Auditor General Office, financial mismanagement, irregular government spending, procurement fraud, supervisor or ministry leadership. They are also obligated to report to supervisor or ministry leadership, and all of that. Law enforcement for criminal cases and human rights or oversight body. So human rights oversight body, they can report to you. They can report to the human rights oversight when there is sexual violation. So that is why the Whistleblower Act is very important, and it differs greatly from the NDA. So that is why I just thought those are some of the things I just thought to make to all on so we can carry something home. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Clarence said he's close to Ivory Coast. So he's not in that
No,
palm
no,
one
he
busy.
say he said I'm not close to Ivory Coast.
Oh, he said he's not close. Oh, okay.
No, no.
So you are
So
right.
Clarence, wait, what are you? What part of where you close to? You close to. Are you from Bound area or close to Secretary or
Yeah,
close to
Iran,
Tabata?
Bevale, the Terramasi, you and crowd people.
I beg you, they trouble you study. Don't come. Terramasi,
But
I beg
liberal,
you.
do you think that if President Boka do not run, you think Jeremiah Kuhn can win former President we are in an election,
Yes,
2029?
yes. Jeremiah Kuhn, you saw what he did to APM terminal people. That statement he made.
Yeah.
If it keeps up like that, it's like bringing back Ellen first turn when
Hmm.
Ellen told Firestone. We can't have that. You can't be taking money out of here now. What people get the children, they even get benched to sit down on. That type of talk. You allow the foreigner, we allow you to stay here, but that doesn't mean you're going to run over our people. If that statement he made at what you might call, it will really, really bring people. Let me take this caller. I know who he is, but I think Una Tabatapa, the doctor, they ain't take it from you. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. And I want to talk. I want to call about.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I want to talk today about. We not talk. I don't want. I want call. Because I think that I even know. I appreciate how your stomach saying. Just say what you want to say.
That big time crying he just spoke. Where I thought it come from my stomach.
Not come on your stomach. You say no. You say no. That book can't even present there. So it's doing about it.
Okay.
Should I do it about it? Will be fair. Start doing that about it. You know, I think it can happen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That the same thing your king, you say you what your cutter, you say they think what in your pocket, and you're licking it. But no,
Come
on a
on,
very
man.
serious
Labor
note,
is good at speculation. So
on a
you
very
guys
no,
gotta be
I'm
careful.
you know, if Jeremiah Cohn, if he start fighting for the Liberian massive, it is very easy for them to connect him to his past of selling gasoline in the whatever jar. Okay, it is
Mind
easy
is
for
job. Yeah.
it is easy for many of the motorbike riders to follow him. So that's tone he struck down there to say, look, I used to be here, and the way people are treating me here, that the same way you're still treating people. When he start talking about when you bring a car in, charge the people 300 instead of 3,000, and you people bring 400 car, you get more money. When he starts speaking like that, and this is why they like dollars zero, and they want to cut him by bringing the $5 and $1 charge on people money business. You know, and I don't think Jeremiah Cohn will support that. So yes,
Wow.
Jeremiah Cohn most likely, if he goes one on one, if Unity Party put himself together, but they will be defeated because they will be biting each other. Instead
Exactly.
of having a primary and stop to then support anyone that who hand the President Baga raised, okay, we support that president. They will not do it. They will start playing games and start dividing themselves. Well, they're very good at that. Wasn't it the same Unity Party that keep Madam Celine up out of the party? Then when she supports Joe, we are then they get there. Man, big man, people don't serious. But
And now
anyway,
the same thing CDC doing. They kick Thomas Fala. Oh, he's supporting you. You know that was
They
the
get,
two parties. They are almost the same way. That one made the
you're
two
right.
of them always can be very with one another because
Yeah,
they
you're
got
right.
the same tendency.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Lebo.
right. Thank you. Walter Carter, thank you very much. I'll say good night to all of
Enjoy
you.
yourself. Enjoy yourself. You Terry.
Thank you. Again, folks, Walter Carter, get on my show now. Go home. Good night. I put it in the garage now, my people. Not here again. All right, folks. No, I want to thank Walter Carter, Terry Collins for joining me tonight. Dr. Marty scared of me now. You can't count. The way they treated me yesterday, he able to pull forward today. Because now only with that, I was not even going to park in the garage. I will make a picture so small and stick it way up in the corner there. I will make a picture small and stick it in the corner. And said, nah, that's where you belong. And your CEO say you must stay in the side. Again, for Samson told I want to thank all of you again that tuned in to watch out tonight. Not that you don't have anything to do, but because you feel that perhaps we have something to contribute to your nighttime coffee, and I hope we did that. I hope we again won your trust. Mana Clark, thank you very much. We appreciate you all the time as long as you're breakable. Thank you. Welcome back. We pray that God keep you stronger so you'll be with us and all your Tawata you want to talk about, we'll deal with that. But thank you and welcome back. We appreciate it. Again, folks, Samson told Labra, I will say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's tune in tomorrow for Mr. Social, where we'll be able to have some wonderful conversation again. And then, of course, we'll be back as well on Sunday. Again, Samson told Labra, tune into Labra. You can go and rewatch these stuff. He out of my show. You calling me old man now. When you were here, I was the guru. But he out now. You calling me old man. Hey, you see, I will deal with him Monday. You don't worry. Okay, folks. Samson too. Good night. Good night, folks. Let's pray for one another. Thank you very much. Good night. Gianna.